reality of wrestling, the flagship of Texas wrestling.
You just can't see it anywhere else.
He's 15 feet in the air. Brian takes him up top. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God.
Will testify.
Oh, connect flush.
Look at you did that. Boom.
Welcome to the flagship of Texas wrestling and the front row of sports entertainment. Matt Topolsky and Brad Gilmore for what should be a historic edition of the reality of wrestling. Brad, it's history in the making. After more than a year, the Latin heartthrob Chino, who has been undefeated for 2 years, will face the undefeated shogun of the row, Marcellus Black. Your prediction?
You can't make a prediction. You cannot make a prediction. These two men are undefeated for a reason. But, like I said last week on the show, one man will lose tonight for the very first time.
Absolutely, that is in our main event. In addition to that, the Reality of Wrestling tag team titles are up for grabs this week on the row.
And we have found out that Rob Barnes will be here on the program next week to address a very serious injury that he sustained on the Reality of Wrestling a few weeks ago. Rob Barnes next week here on the row.
A lot to get to this week on Reality of Wrestling. We might as well get it started.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Utica Square, weighing in at 199 pounds. He is the most interesting wrestler in the world, Mitch Baxter.
Well, here he is, Mitch Baxter, the self-proclaimed most interesting wrestler in the world. Certainly one of your favorite wrestlers, Brad Gilmore, which is interesting because a few weeks ago you also referred to him as a substitute teacher.
Well, that's what makes him interesting. At one point, he was a substitute teacher.
Oh, he was.
At one point, he was a college professor. At one point, he was an airplane pilot. And I even heard that he passed the state bar exam in Louisiana.
Well, there it is. Mr. Catch Me If You Can, Mitch Baxter, in action this week on the road.
From Houston, Texas, weighing in at 230 pounds, Jasper
Decked out in full fatigues. It's time. It's time. It's hammer time. Jasper the Hammer Davis has entered the World Gym Arena. The Row Nation is hyped. And I know our viewers at home are as well, and we invite you to share that excitement on social media. Use the hashtag RowOnCW right now and let us know what you think. Also, if you can't be here live for the Reality of Wrestling this time, do it next time. Go to realityofwrestling.com and get your tickets.
Well, he blindsided Hammer there, sneak attack.
Oh! Running lariat there from the Hammer.
Oh, wow.
Jasper Davis has a sizable strength advantage on Mitch Baxter, and he's looking to make short work of Mitch Baxter.
He's already calling for hammer time.
Oh, he hit it!
And he got it.
Cover. 1, 2, 3. My goodness, record timing. Well, it's a good thing that Mitch Baxter has plenty of career opportunities outside of the row, because Jasper Davis just sent him packing in under a minute. Brad, the Hammer looks like he has a different look in his eye, and now he's asking for a microphone.
That's why my dream I do pursue. Nerd gang is #1, you just a lucky #2, and I hope for the cash, everything in the bag. It's me just to get it, and I'm stepping on the
Reality of Wrestling fans, Reality of Wrestling fans, I told you that I'm going back to the top, and I'm going to take each and every one of you guys with me. Are you guys ready? There's some guys in the back that I think are ready too. Starting tonight, the Hammer's going to do a little recruiting.
Well, the Hammer here. About to become a recruiter as well. A serious message sent from Jasper Davis. And he's setting his sights on the top of the mountain here in the reality of wrestling.
Shogun versus Heartthrob, undefeated versus undefeated. Now I've been watching you, as I'm sure you've been watching me. You've beaten many great men, but I am so much more. I am the Shogun, and with my shogunate behind me, our power pierces the heavens. And after the dust settles and everything returns to nothing, the one left standing, the one who remains undefeated, will be me.
What are your thoughts on facing Cameron Cole and Kiefer Bartek later today for your title?
I'll let you take this one. Go ahead. You know, I'm going to give Cameron Cole and Bartek a little bit of credit here to start with. You know, take y'all down a little trip down memory lane. Bartek's very first match in this company was against me, and if I remember correctly, that match ended with me driving my knee into his skull.
How else would it finish,
now,
right?
Give the kid credit. You know, him and Cameron Cole have both come a long way since then. But unfortunately for them, you and I have come a lot farther. So while I'm not saying it's going to be a walk in the park, I am saying if I were a betting man, I'd put my money on the Death Bear.
You know, that's funny that you mentioned money because that's something that Kiefer Bartek and Cameron Cole have been doing a lot of. And I'm not saying that they're wealthy or anything, but those guys spend more time in a department store in JCPenney than they actually do in a wrestling ring. And they want to take on you and me. Team Death Bear, are you serious for the tag team championships? Man, let me tell you something. Just to give you boys just a little bit of some insight, we're going to make it comfortable for you. In fact, it's a summer sale going on. Everything must go. And that's going to be your hopes. That's going to be your dreams. And by the time Alex Reigns, Ruthless Ryan Davison get done with you, it's going to be your brain cells too.
Let's get back. Aiden Cristiano. He has been saying El Mascara is not a true luchador.
Oh, impressive head scissors right there.
You know,
from a man you claim is not a luchador.
Names himself after makeup.
Springboard here. Mascara hits it. Cover. Hooks a leg. 2 and a kick out. Looks like a luchador to me.
Cristiano, almost going into our junior referee jump. Oh, that's right.
Oh!
Wow.
Devastating neck breaker from Aiden Cristiano. Center of the ring. It's got to be over 2. Kick out again for Mascara. Out here. Mascara. Springboard. Tilt-a-whirl to the outside. Incredible.
Mascara looks like he's calling for something.
High risk.
Oh, that's
right. La Familia getting involved. Come on.
Oh. Oh, version of a snake eyes right there. And then he's gonna hook him in.
Oh, ground zero.
Ground zero. That's gotta be all.
Cover 1,
2, 3. The one I've been waiting on.
No.
That's right.
Come on, this is so disrespectful.
Oh. Get it off. Get it off. Oh. Did you get a look at his face? Did anyone see his face? Did you see his face?
Will you please sit down?
Did you see his face?
It's insulting to his family. It's insulting to his heritage.
You're right.
There is something called tradition. Aiden Cristiano, victorious this week on the road. But that's not how a winner should behave.
Mascara Purpura, a couple of weeks ago, I made a declaration to you that I was going to expose you for the fraud that you are, that I was going to show you respect the hard way. Last week, es exactamente lo que hice. I did what had to be done because you're not gonna use our heritage. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to la familia. And you, Máscara, are not familia. Que no?
No, tú no eres familia, tú ni eres parte de nuestra raza. Y la próxima vez que te vea, te voy a hacer lo mismo que me hiciste a mí. Eso nada más era un pequeño prueba que te dimos. Porque nosotros tenemos sangre latina y eso es mejor que tú.
We set out to expose a fraud, and that's exactly what we did. Real, recognize real.
Nosotros somos la familia.
¡Presente!
Andrew Jackson here, the face of reality of wrestling. It's time we take our message to the streets. So we want you to come with us because our voice is not being heard by upper management, namely Shermill. But that's okay because the people will hear us. They will listen to the message that Abel must be commander and champ. Reality of wrestling. We have the t-shirts. You want one, you must vote early, vote often, and vote able.
Let's go.
Point contest. It's scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers, coming in at combined weight of 425 pounds.
Well, they have a strange type of chemistry, but they've certainly adopted to each other. Cameron Cole and Bartek, better known as the Cool. His new champions.
Well, look at what Stevie Ray Incorporated made happen. They took out the Taylors. No one's even heard from the Taylors since that loss. And now we have brand new tag team champions, Alex Reigns, Ryan Davidson. And they're flanked by, might I add, a tag team specialist.
Now allow me to point something out here.
A man who held those championships previously.
I understand that, but allow me to point something out here. When Ruthless Ryan Davidson and Alex Reigns captured those tag team championships, Stevie Ray was nowhere to be found. Stevie Ray was nowhere to be found. Much like Kevin Durant, is he a bandwagon jumper?
No, he is not. Ryan Davidson has been a long-standing client of Stevie Ray Incorporated.
But even you have to admit he had very little to do with these tag team championships.
Expert tutelage, TP, doesn't mean you have to be there.
Well, the Cool score the first points on the board. And the tag team champions regrouping on the outside.
Well, Alex Reigns coming up. He jumps off. Cameron Cole was right there. Now, boom, Ryan Davidson.
Ruthless Ryan Davidson, a former Reality of Wrestling television champion. One of the toughest competitors in the history of Texas wrestling as far as I'm concerned.
A man who came close at one point to being a reality wrestling heavyweight champion. Oh.
Come on, Alex.
Oh.
And here is Stevie Ray in the corner of the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions. This is their first title defense since defeating the Taylors, Shane and Tyree. Off the ropes. What an elbow, a vicious elbow, a ruthless elbow, if you will.
You know, Stevie Ray has to be proud. Stevie Ray's a cunning consultant, the proprietor of Stevie Ray Incorporated. And once again, Stevie Ray has championship gold under his umbrella.
This is a classic example of youth versus experience right here. The experience obviously going to Ryan Davidson and Alex Reigns, and of course, as you call it, the expert tutelage in their corner, Stevie Ray. But can the youth pull the upset here this week on the row and capture tag team gold?
Here comes Bartek. Kiefer Bartek, his shirt there says man buns and title runs. Maybe he's calling his shot here tonight.
It's a leg to win the tag team titles, just a 1 count. A new look for Bartek. He also has a number of pockets on his pants for, which he told me was to hold his hair ties, Brad. Extra hair ties for that man bun. Oh! A short arm clothesline with authority. Ryan Davidson is not a small man by any stretch of the imagination, and Bartek lays it on him.
Oh, there goes Bartek. Oh, wow. Well, that must have been a stiff shot from Bartek. It looks like he may have.
Oh, face first! Face first! You can hear Bartek's skull crashing into that steel post. And Cameron Cole is beside himself.
Stevie Ray gave a stiff shot right in the gut. Stevie Ray Incorporated making his presence felt.
Unbelievable. Once again, he can't help himself.
Oh.
And what was once the unlikeliest of tag teams in Alex Reigns and Ryan Davidson, now like a well-oiled machine.
Ryan Davidson, oh, beautiful suplex.
Cover here to retain the tag team titles, hooks the leg too. Bartek kicks out, but he needs to make a tag. Bartek has faced Ryan Davidson, he has faced Alex Reigns, he has faced the wrath of Stevie Ray. He needs to tag in his partner, and he needs to do it quickly.
He's fighting. Oh! Wow, right on the face.
Just a few minutes ago, Bartek went face first into that steel pole, then takes a boot to the head.
No more man bun.
We want to remind everyone at home. Hold on a minute. Oh! A powerbomb from the second rope.
But can he capitalize?
We got to remind everyone at home, still to come. Undefeated versus undefeated. The biggest single match in Reality of Wrestling history is our main event. Marcellus Black versus Gino for the heavyweight title. It's next. Don't go anywhere. Right now, the tag. Alex Reigns coming in.
Oh, and he cuts him off. Bartek catches him.
Tilt-a-world side slam. Tag made. Here comes the cool kid from Santa Clara, California. Cameron Cole. High cross body from the top. Standing drop kick from Cameron Cole. Cole is on fire. Could the Cole pull the upset and become the new Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions?
Oh.
Cover here. 1, 2, but it's broken up by Ryan Davidson. What a monumental week of action here on the road.
Well, Ryan sends Bartek to the outside. Oh, a couple chops, and here we go. Oh!
That double team maneuver right there explodes. Bartek with a spear. Cameron Cole with a super kick. New tag team champions. No! So close.
Somehow Alex Reigns got the shoulder up. Who's the legal man? I think it's Cameron Cole and Reigns.
Cameron Cole and Alex Reigns are the legal competitors. Bartek looking for a spear, but no. Ryan Davidson gets involved. All hell is breaking loose. Oh! Bartek! Death reigns, middle of the ring, the bell rung.
His bell's rung, I'll tell you that much.
And we are awaiting an official word, an official decision on this matchup.
But it looks like no matter what, still your tag team champions, Alex Reigns and Ryan Davidson.
A chaotic scene here.
Uh-oh.
Absolute bedlam out here. Ryan Davidson and Alex Reigns retained via disqualification. Absolute chaos.
Jason Stash Olsen, senior referee. Why'd you start that match?
All I try to do is make sure that there's a clean match every time. Neither team was listening to commands. And Ryan Davidson and Alex Reigns, they were deliberately disobeying what I was telling them to do. I had no choice. I had to throw it out.
Kylie! Hey, I've been looking for you. Whoa! What's wrong with your face?
Oh, okay, well, they kept saying, you know, you're the champ, you gotta act like the champ. So I've never tried makeup, so I figured I'd try makeup. You know, is it the lipstick? Did I get a little bit over here? Can you fix it? Can you fix it?
Honey, there's no fixing you. Okay, look, champ, came to talk to you because what's going on, Kylie? Like every 2 seconds I look up and my opportunities are getting passed on. Kiera Hogan? Like, where did she come from? Why are you giving them away? I thought we were friends, Kylie.
But I'm not doing it. That's not me. I didn't give any title shots away. Jada, I promise. That's Booker. I didn't give any title shots away. Are you mad at me?
No, you're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled. Here. This is kind of the corner. You know, you get it.
It was the lipstick. I knew it. This is why we're friends. Thank you, Jada. Thank you. Okay, and keep trying. You know, you'll get there. Don't worry.
Gino, appreciate here that you've given us a few minutes of your time before your huge main event here later, really in mere moments here. You are going up against the Shogun of the Row for this very heavyweight championship. But Gino, after what we just saw from the tag match getting thrown out, just heard from Booker T that your match is now a no disqualification match. There must be a winner. Are you ready for this match?
Mira, inútil. Lo que voy a hacer hoy va a tener a muchos hablando. Van a tener a todos hablando. You know what that means, Russo? Do you know what that means? Not even your little tie can help you know what that means. That means all those little geeks that follow the Shogun, all the little nerds that follow the Shogun, find out why he's only hype and face paint. That's all he really is compared to El Campeón. Y hoy le voy a enseñar que yo, aquí, nadie me puede tocar. Porque yo soy el intocable aquí in the reality of wrestling. And I am now the longest, youngest, undefeated reality wrestling heavyweight champion, Russo. Do you think I'm intimidated? ¿Crees que tengo miedo yo? Huh, Russo? Huh? Yo no le tengo miedo a nada, porque yo soy el fino, divino, Gino, el campeón.
What a great day! The people have spoken, and they want a vote, a vote, a vote. Abel as champ! It has been an awesome day. We have been out all day long spreading the word, spreading the message, and the people have spoken. Vote early, vote often, and this is definitely an indicator that you should vote Abel. Wait a minute. Kid took my shirt. Hey, there he is! Kid, bring me back my shirt!
This week's episode of The Reality of Wrestling is brought to you by Hilton Furniture, Let 'em Have It, City Ambulance Service, and Walker Texas Lawyer at walkertexaslawyer.com.
After more than a year in a making, we will see Marcellus Black versus the Latin heartthrob Gino. It's next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is a no disqualification match for the Reality of Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, from the shadows of the Shaolin, weighing in at 300 pounds, he is the Shogun of the Road,
Over the annals of time, in the sport of professional wrestling and sports entertainment, shooting stars emerge. When Brennan Williams left the National Football League and became Marcellus Black, it was quickly apparent that he was one of these shooting stars. Since his arrival, he has been undefeated. And this week in our main event, in the biggest match in Raw history, he faces another undefeated competitor, Gino, for the Reality of Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. The energy, the electricity in this building right now. You can feel it.
His opponent from Monterrey, Mexico, weighing in at 225 pounds, he is the Reality of Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Gino.
Roughly 2 years ago, Gino made his Reality of Wrestling debut. Since then, he has been undefeated. Roughly a year ago, Gino became Reality of Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Since then, he has been undefeated. The youngest heavyweight champion in professional wrestling history. He captured the title at 19, and he's never looked back. Your Raw heavyweight champion, the Latin heartthrob, Gino. Brad Gilmore in combat sports, whether it be MMA, whether it be boxing, or the sport of professional wrestling. From time to time, rare as they may be, there are super fights. This is one of them.
Yeah, and you talk about rare. What is rare is two individuals competing on a nightly basis and being undefeated in the same company at the same time. Gino, since his debut nearly 3 years ago, has remained undefeated. Marcellus Black, maybe the most meteoric rise to the top ever in the history of reality wrestling, is undefeated. This match is no disqualification. This match is for the Reality Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And in this match, one man will walk out the loser for the very first time. Who, Matt Topolsky, I have to ask you, has the advantage in this match?
Normally, I would say the champion has the advantage. But as you pointed out just moments ago, this is a no disqualification match, which means the champion's advantage is gone. There is no champion's advantage in this matchup. There must be a winner. Booker T himself decreed there must be a winner. So who has the advantage? I don't know.
I mean, it's a great point, but I personally have to go with the Latin heartthrob Gino. He's been doing this longer. He's been a champion. He's taken out everybody who's come into his path.
But Marcellus Black brings something to the table that every other competitor that Gino has faced has not. He has been successful before as a professional athlete in another sport. His experience level in athleticism and athletics is deeply rooted. This is Gino's greatest challenge. This is Marcellus Black's greatest challenge. Marcellus Black gave up a successful professional football career to become the Shogun of the Row. This is the firewall. This is the high water mark for Marcellus Black. It has been nearly 2 years since Gino made his Row debut. He's never lost in singles competition. It's been almost a year since he won the Reality of Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. He hasn't lost it. And here comes that strength advantage. But the Shogun of the Row, Marcellus Black, looks to use to his advantage. Into the corner, but Gino wisely once again moves out of the way. Gino's speed, his charisma, his intelligence, unmatched, quite frankly. And what's most impressive about it, Brad, is he's only 20 years old. Gino may have another 10 years before he reaches the peak of his powers.
Uh-oh, they're outside right here. Now remember, there's no DQ. Oh, man.
And Gino throws Marcellus Black face first into the post. I'll pose the same question to you, Brad Gilmore. You asked who has the advantage. Many times we've seen Gino skirt the rules to get an advantage to retain the title. This week he can't do that.
Well, there are no rules.
Gino over the top! Oh my goodness!
This should be a testament of what this championship means to these men. They're putting their bodies and their lives and careers on the line. All for the gold. Well, Gino asking Stash to count him out. I think he's forgetting that this is no DQ. There are no countouts.
Disqualification. Now Gino has to get him in the ring in order to pin him.
Oh, geez, right in front of us. Marcellus Black looking dazed and confused.
Anything goes. Anything goes, ladies and gentlemen. This is your main event on the Reality of Wrestling. It's no disqualification. It's for the Raw Heavyweight title. And Gino just introduced Marcellus Black to our commentating table. And it was not a friendly introduction.
Up close and personal, TP. Wow.
Marcellus Black's war paint is stuck to our table right now. Nonchalant cover from the champion, just a 1 count. Cover here. Lateral press this time, gets a 2 count. If you're watching history right now, join in on the conversation. Use the hashtag RowOnCW. Undefeated versus undefeated. Gino talk a little smack in there to the challenger. Reversal here. Marcellus Black into the corner. Reversal, Gino catches him with a kick. And the champion rolls over the challenger to retain the title. 2, kick out again. Comparisons have often been made to Gino, to the late Gino Hernandez, a Houston wrestling legend. Gino is starting to create a story of his own, Brad Gilmore. I don't think anyone can ignore that fact.
No, you definitely can't, but when you talk about stories, you talk about playing on the Houston Texans, playing on the Jacksonville Jaguars, playing with the great Tom Brady in New England, and then giving all of that up, giving the money, the fortune, the fame, giving it all away to come pursue your lifelong passion to be a professional wrestler and becoming one of the most talked about names in the industry today. That's a story, TP. That's a story.
Oh. Crossbody reversal, but Gino could not go for the cover. Looks like he may have hit his head, Brad.
He may have knocked his noggin there momentarily, but Gino definitely is a well-seasoned competitor. He won't let anything keep him down for too long. But you know what, Topolsky, he talked about Gino skirting the rules a little bit. But you gotta say, tonight, I think Gino wants to know who is the better man. Is it me or is it Marcellus? Who is the better competitor? Who is the better wrestler?
Well, Gino doesn't have a choice. He's gonna find out whether he likes it or not. We're all gonna find out. This is no disqualification. Only pinfall or submission will decide.
Uh-oh. Marcellus Black close to 275 pounds. Be hard to do.
Scarlet Letter! Scarlet Letter, middle of the ring, a signature of the champion cover to retain 2! Oh my goodness, but Marcellus Black got his shoulder up just in time.
What? Have we ever seen anyone kick out of the Scarlet Letter?
No.
That might be the very first time. Gino can't believe it. I can't believe it. Now Gino trying to figure out what to do. He's heading up top.
Marcellus Black got that boot up just in time. Back elbow.
No.
The challenger trying to turn the tables. Oh my goodness, picks up the dead weight of Gino right there to a suplex cover 2. Kick out.
Wow.
Gino was out on his feet there.
Now Marcellus Black showing some signs of frustration. I don't think it's ever taken him this long to break down an opponent and win a match.
Rare as it is for a 20-year-old to have more in-ring experience than the challenger, in this case being Marcellus Black. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute, come on!
Hey,
come on!
Yeah.
The minister's defense are here!
The ministers are beating up Marcellus Black. We saw they had some.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gino's insurance policy's here, but wait a minute! It's the franchise, the mysterious Q, and the table Andrew Jackson! Go get him, boys! Go get him!
Well, we've seen them come to the aid of Marcellus Black in the past. And the ministers.
Q cutter! Oh yeah!
The minister DeAndre, Spine Buster.
Oh, turn around, DeAndre! Double AJ's got something for you! Swing vote!
Gino! Oh! And Enziguri! And there goes Abel Andrew Jackson.
It is bedlam! There are bodies everywhere! It's no disqualification! The heavyweight title's up for grabs! The minister's defense are down. Q is down. Abel's down. Marcellus Black down. Cover here, 2. Kick out.
Gino Gino thought maybe the attack on Marcellus Black from the Ministers of Defense would have gotten him the victory right there. But Marcellus is not giving up. A super kick to the head. Wait a minute,
Bushido bomb! Middle of the ring, cover 1, 2, not again!
Wow.
MOD interferes once again. Marcellus Black was on his way to becoming Raw Heavyweight Champion. What has he got to do?
Where comes Q and Abel.
All 4 over the top to the outside.
And once again, it's just Marcellus and Gino inside the ring. And you gotta think whoever gets to their feet first will have the advantage, and it looks like it's gonna be Gino.
Time and time again, the Land Heartthrob has escaped fate. It looks like he'll do it again. Reversal. Now Bushido back. Oh, into a scarlet letter. Incredible. Incredible reversal. Cover 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Gino with the scarlet letter. Marcellus kicks out. Marcellus with a Bushido bomb. Gino kicks out. And once it looked like Marcellus was going to hit him with another Bushido bomb, Gino turns it into a scarlet letter. Wow. If that wasn't one of the greatest contests in Raw history, I don't know what it is. Love him or hate him, he is the best thing in reality of wrestling today. The Latin heartthrob, the undefeated Gino.
Because Jasper Davis just sent him packing in under a minute. Brad, the Hammer looks like he has a different look in his eye. And now he's asking for a microphone.
That's why my dream I do pursue. Nerd gang is #1. You just a lucky #2. And I hope for the cash, everything at the bag. It's me just to get it and I'm stepping on it.
We all here wrestling fans. We all here wrestling fans. I told you that I'm going back to the top. And I'm going to take each and every one of you guys with me. Are you guys ready? There's some guys in the back that I think are ready too. Starting tonight, the Hammer's going to do a little recruiting.
Well, the Hammer about to become a recruiter as well. A serious message sent from Jasper Davis, and he's setting his sights on the top of the mountain here in the reality of wrestling.
Shogun versus Heartthrob, undefeated versus
Oh my goodness, a Davidson driver! And you know what comes next, Brad?
455
reality of wrestling, the flagship of Texas wrestling.
You just can't see it anywhere else.
15 feet in the air. Brian takes him up top. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God.
Will testify.
Look at you did that.
Boom.
Welcome to the flagship of Texas wrestling and the front row of sports entertainment. Matt Topolsky and Brad Gilmore for what should be a historic edition of the reality of wrestling. Brad, it's history in the making. After more than a year, the Latin heartthrob Chino, who has been undefeated for 2 years, will face the undefeated Shogun of the Row, Marcellus Black. Your prediction?
You can't make a prediction. You cannot make a prediction. These two men are undefeated for a reason. But like I said last week on the show, one man will lose tonight for the very first time.
Absolutely, and that is in our main event. In addition to that, the Reality of Wrestling tag team titles are up for grabs this week on the Row.
And we have found out that Rob Barnes will be here on the program next week to address a very serious injury that he sustained.
Now I've been watching you, as I'm sure you've been watching me. You've beaten many great men, but I am so much more. I am the Shogun, and with my shogunate behind me, our power pierces the heavens. And after the dust settles and everything returns to nothing, the one left standing, the one who remains undefeated, will be me.
What are your thoughts on facing Cameron Cole and Kiefer Bartek later today for your title?
I'll let you take this one. Go ahead.
You know, I'm going to give Cameron Cole and Bartek a little bit of credit here to start with. You know, take y'all down a little trip down memory lane. Bartek's very first match in this company was against me, and if I remember correctly, that match ended with me driving my knee into his skull.
How else would it finish,
Now,
right?
give the kid credit. You know, him and Cameron Cole have both come a long way since then. But unfortunately for them, you and I have come a lot farther. So while I'm not saying it's going to be a walk in the park, I am saying if I were a betting man, I'd put my money on the Death Bear.
You know, that's funny that you...
Jim Arena. The Row Nation is hyped. And I know our viewers at home are as well, and we invite you to share that excitement on social media. Use the hashtag RowOnCW right now and let us know what you think. Also, if you can't be here live for the reality of wrestling, this time, do it next time. Go to realityofwrestling.com and get your tickets.
A blindsided hammer there, sneak attack.
Oh! Running lariat there from the hammer.
Oh, wow.
Jasper Davis has a sizable strength advantage on Mitch Baxter, and he's looking to make short work of Mitch Baxter.
He's already called for hammer time.
Oh, he hit it!
And he got it.
Cover! 1, 2, 3! My goodness, record timing! Well, it's a good thing that Mitch Baxter has plenty of career opportunities outside of the Row.
On the reality of wrestling a few weeks ago. Rob Barnes next week here on the Row.
A lot to get to this week on reality wrestling. We might as well get it started.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Utica Square, weighing in at 199 pounds. He is the most interesting wrestler in the world, Mitch Baxter.
Well, here he is, Mitch Baxter, the self-proclaimed most interesting wrestler in the world. Certainly one of your favorite wrestlers, Brad Gilmore, which is interesting because a few weeks ago you also referred to him as a substitute teacher.
Well, that's what makes him interesting. At one point, he was a substitute teacher.
Oh, he was.
At one point, he was a college professor. At one point, he was an airplane pilot. And I even heard that he passed the state bar exam in Louisiana.
Well, there it is. Mr. Catch Me If You Can, Mitch Baxter, in action this week on the Row.
From Houston, Texas, weighing in at 230 pounds,